This is your first true road test this year other than a neutral court. Tulane on a 3-game winning streak, and of course you had some experience down there. What do you see from them?
Well, I think they're a team that's really starting to become where they want to be at. Big, long, strong, athletic, very good three-point shooting team, but got great size across the board. Only one player under 6'1". So you have to do a great job of defending the dribble. You have to do a great job of your transition defense. Can't give them open shots, and you can't give them 17 offensive rebounds like they got in their last game. So they're a team that over the last 2 weeks is playing their best basketball, and I only see them getting better.
Are they a team that likes to keep the game in the 60s?
You know what? I mean, they'll run some offense, but they're good in the open court. So with their size and their length and their guard play, I think they're capable of playing either way. If
Right.
they have to grind it out, they're big enough and strong enough to do that. If they can get out and run and score in the open court and get the possession count to the 75 range, then they're comfortable in doing that as well. I think, Ed's got a really good team because of the versatility that they can play with.
Osikowski's a guy you really have to put your body on. He's averaging close to 10 rebounds, plus he's scoring in double figures.
Yeah, he's really good, and he's their best passer. He's an unbelievable passer. Really good player that they can run some offense through at the 4 spot. Really plays well off of Giroux, who's big enough and long enough to play over the top of you. And with the size and quickness at the guard spot, he's a perfect 4-man for him. And he's a monster on the glass. You got to put a body on him every shot.
You talked after the last game about how well the team played defensively in the second half. What did you see that they were doing that led to their success?
Well, our activity level was really good in terms of, I think our deflection total in the second half was as high as it's been all year long. We disrupted their offense. We're never going to be a team that, gets out and denies and, does that kind of stuff. But we still want to be disruptive, and I thought we did a great job of that. In watching the film, it was evident that even on some of their open shots, they were rushed. And I think that's what you want to do. You want to contest every shot, or you want to speed them up out of their comfort zone. And I thought we did a great job of that against Wofford.
One thing you notice when you look at the stats about Tulane, their turnover rate is fairly high, but they also cause a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, they do, because of that length and that size. I think with the freshman point guard back, he's got the best assist-to-turnover ratio. He missed those games down in Tennessee for that tournament in Nashville. So they're playing kind of a 2 or 3. Malik Morgan at the point a lot. But I think, again, they're a team that is willing to go up and down the court, force some turnovers, and try to create some, successful offense, and we'll take some chances offensively. So we have to do a good job. Our activity level on defense has to be very, very good.
Nick got off to a little bit of a rough start last game, missed some shots around the basket, then it got a couple of quick fouls. Is it important to get him off to a good start in this game?
Yeah, and you always want to bounce back after a subpar performance. Some of that was foul trouble. I thought he played much better in the second half with the minutes that he had. But he's a big part of our offense, because he's our true low post scoring threat, and we got him some good looks. He's not going to make every one. He's not going to shoot 70% on the year. But we need him back to scoring in the post and being aggressive offensively.
You got some good play from your point guards. Is that something you're looking for a little more consistency there?
Yeah, again, I think there's been a consistency on taking care of the ball and the assist-to-turnover ratio. I think that's been great with the 2 points. Josh is shooting better from the field because he's a little less aggressive in taking the open 3. But Travis has been shooting the ball well in practice, has put in a lot of time, so we're comfortable with the shots that he's been taking. And I think he's going to get that percentage up there. So we're always driving those guys to play better, be more aggressive. One of the biggest keys for us is their defensive intensity in terms of setting the tone for our disruption. And I thought in that game, even though they didn't, Wofford only had 8 turnovers, you could tell that they were not comfortable in running their offensive actions, especially the last 30 minutes of the game.
Marcus, last game, the number of shots he normally takes was down a little. Was that part of what Wofford was trying to take away from you?
A little bit, and there's still some opportunities there for some drives to the basket that I think he needs to be a little more aggressive on. But we're a team that and different nights it's going to be different guys, and that's something that's important. I think you have to look at where last year maybe we couldn't have survived the game like that. Now we're able to, and I think that's a positive step for us.
Finally, you talked before about Tadrick and getting to the basket, that type of thing. It seemed like he was a little more successful there, and as a result of it, he got to the foul line, which is big.
Yeah, it's big, and now he needs to turn around and make his foul shots. He's too good of a shooter to be shooting the percentage that he's shooting from the foul line. Spent a little extra time yesterday, spend more time. This is an important few weeks with some extra time to be able to get in the gym and keep working on your game, because we're just a different team when we have a high-level scoring threat and a guard with size coming off the bench and helping us. And I think Tadrick fits that role, and we need him to be very, very good in it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.